Hello everyone, my name is Elias Arantopoulos for cgtuts.com, and in this lecture we're going to build a product scene that includes a soap dispenser as well as a soap refill bottle. Now we're going to use simple tools to build that, but also we're going to do some organic modeling. For putting together our scene, we're going to use some basic lighting and texture for the final product shot. So we got a lot to cover, so let's go inside Modo here. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go and save my file, and I'm going to name this soap scene. And then I'm going to go to the image tab. I'm going to load a reference image, and then I'm going to go to the items tab, create a new backdrop item, and that item will have an image, the product that I loaded before, which I need to scale down. So in the scale here, I'm going to gang select, and then I'm going to size this down to, let's say, 25%. Also, I'm going to have some transparency. Okay, then I'm going to zoom in just a bit, click on the mesh, and create a cylinder. And I'm going to move this down here. I'm going to zoom in. All right. And I'm going to follow as much as I can this backdrop image that I have, the reference image. And I'm looking at the top view here, just to make this bigger here. All right. Just pull it down a bit. Again, we have 24 sides, and drop the tool, A to fit, select this polygon, press B for bevel, bevel this out, R for scale, and scale this from each side to follow the image, the reference image we have. B for bevel again, R for scale, B for bevel, R for scale, continue beveling, B for bevel, hold down the shift key, continue beveling, and R for scale, B for bevel, R for scale, bring this in just a bit, bevel again, bevel again, scale this, bring this in, bevel again, bring this in just a tad, B for bevel, scale this, W just to move this down a bit, R for scale one more time, right there, drop the tool, let's see. Here I can just improve just a bit, so I'm going to go to the edge mode here, double click that edge, R for scale, just a tad. Okay, drop the tool with the space bar, and polygon selection mode, B for bevel, bring this up, one more bevel, and I'm going to now need to rotate this, and for that I'm going to press Y. I want to make sure that I have here a local action center, and I'm using local action center so I can perform the transformation more accurately. Now, if you notice here, when I choose local, the tool handle is aligned itself to the surface of the polygon. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. Rotate this, move this down, rotate again, and here I have kind of a straight poly. There you go. Drop the tool. Make sure that you press escape to remove the local axis center from the tool pipe, and deselect. Press tab to enter the sap patch mode, and actually we can delete the top polygon for now. I'm going to go to the perspective view here, and the original product that I have here on both this side and the back side, it's pretty flat. So go to the edges, double click, hold down the shift key, double click, hold down the shift key, double click, continue with the shift key, and go to the edge and remove those edges. Now go to polygon, select these polygons, mesh edit, loop slice, the count of 1, click once. Do the same thing here, loop slice, count of 1, and we are exactly where we want to be. But because we removed some of the geometry, I'm going to go back to the quad view. As you can see here, our main body here has shrunk a bit. So press R for scale, scale this up just a bit. Okay, drop the tool, save as you go. And the next step I need to focus is the top cap and its base. Now, the top cap will eventually be connected with the main body, and for that I have to be careful how many sides my cylinder will have. I need to have equal amount of polygons on each of these objects to connect to each other. So the way to find this out is I'm going to select those polygons, press L, and for loop, and I have here 20 polygons. Okay, so I'm going to create a new item, a new mesh, and then for the cylinder, I'm going to create a cylinder here. I'm going to make sure I have 20 sides. I'm going to bring this up here, move it over, gang select, and increase this. I'm looking at the reference image here, move this up. Okay. I'm looking at the side here, and here also I'm looking at the top view. Okay. Alright, drop the tool. And let's not forget that I need, I'm gonna press tab, I need to select these top edges here, and I'm gonna press P for polygon, because what I'm gonna do is I'm going to perform a Boolean operation, and that will cut through here and will create these 20 points that I'm going to connect the vertices together so I can have quads. So let me show you what I mean. I'm going to activate this. Let me just move it just slight right there, and then I'm going to go to mesh edit. I'm going to perform the stencil Boolean operation using the solid drill command, and I want to say that the stencil will cut one shape directly into another by adding new points. So click solid drill, stencil, and I want you to see what is going to happen right here. So click OK, and here are the points that have been added. Alright, now you don't need this anymore. But what we need to do now is we need to connect those points here so we can have quads and we can successfully subdivide our object. So for that I'm going to use this edge slice, click, drag, it will snap to this point, and then it will snap to that point. Here's the quad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if you want to continue with the same tool, just hold down the shift key, release the mouse, release the shift, click and drag, it will snap to the point. Hold down the shift key and continue building your quads. Hold down the shift key, release the mouse, hold down the shift key, release, and continue building the quads. If you forget to hold down the shift key and you just do that, you're going to see this irregularity here, which we don't want, of course. Hold down the shift key, hold down the shift key, and I didn't. There you go. Connect, hold down the shift key, release, connect. Keep doing this to build all the quads. Undo this. It's going nice slow. There we go, and we have one more. Hold down the shift key, release, and right there. Okay, let's see. Let's go to the shader texture. I'm going to hit the tab key, and as you can see, looks pretty good. Look all around. Alright, and sometimes it's good to go to the vertex here, merge vertices, range automatic, click OK, and no vertices merged. Alright, so we have a clean model here. Let's go back to the quad view. I'm going to exit the subpatch mode. I'm going to save as I go. Select this top poly, press B for bevel, bevel this up, and press R for scale. I want to flatten this polygon. I'm looking at the Y here. That's 0%, and then I'm going to press W, and I'm going to move this slightly. And I'm going to push this down right there. Drop the tool, press B for bevel, inset this, and I'm going to use like say 20 millimeters. Hold down the shift key, shift, hold down the shift key, minus 20 millimeters to keep things exact. Hold down the shift key, bring this up, and drop the tool. Save, subpatch. Looking pretty good here. And I'm going to bevel this one more time. And I'm going to select these polygons, mesh edit, loop slice, the count of 2 this time. Click once. Let's tighten up our edges here. I'm going to go to these polygons. I'm going to select those 2, press L for loop, B for bevel. But I want to make sure that I have group polygons checked. There we go. Looks pretty good. Let me undo this. Just gonna move this up just a bit. Let's do the same thing here. L for loop, B for bevel. Bring this down just a bit. Alright, looks pretty good. And I can select these 2 edges. Just push them out just a bit. Just a tad. Save as you go. These two here, you can do the same. Just bring them up just a tad. We have a nice curvature here. It's exactly what we're looking for. And the last thing we have to do is just close the bottom. So I'm going to double click here, press P for polygon, go to the polygon mode, press B for bevel, click once and bevel this in, drop the tool, save it, and it's looking pretty good. If you want to make the cap a bit bigger, we can just select this vertices lasso here. Just bring this up just a bit. Okay. Now, if you want to follow the exact product shot here, the reference picture, in order to do this successfully, I'm going to hit the tab. You have to connect these vertices with each other so you can have quads again. And this way you can mold this much better and more accurately. Okay, but I'm just going to leave it like that. No need. Let's take this polygon. Let's just move this down a bit. Okay, and I think we look pretty good. Alright, save this, and I'm going to close this part. On the next part, we're going to work on this soap dispenser.